The Patient Monk. In a serene monastery perched on the edge of a mountain, there lived a wise and peaceful monk named Khenpo. He had dedicated his life to meditation, mindfulness, and teaching others the way of peace. Among the many disciples who studied under him, there was a young man named Jalan, eager but often impatient. Jalan was quick to act, quick to speak, and quick to anger, a trait that often disturbed the harmony of the monastery. He had come to the monastery seeking peace but had found himself struggling to control his emotions. One day, as the sun began to set over the valley, Khenpo called Jalan to his side. "Come, Jalan," the monk said with a smile, "I want to teach you something important." Jalan, eager for any wisdom that could help him, followed the monk through the peaceful grounds of the monastery until they reached a small, quiet garden at the edge of the mountain. The air was fresh, and the colors of the evening sky reflected off the flowers that bloomed in the garden. Khenpo motioned for Jalan to sit down on a stone bench beside him. Jalan sat, but his impatience showed as he fidgeted. "What is it that you wish to teach me, Khenpo? I've been trying to meditate, but my thoughts keep racing. I can't seem to slow my mind down, and every little thing frustrates me. How do I gain peace when I'm always so restless?" The monk smiled kindly and remained silent for a moment. He pointed to a small tree near the edge of the garden, its branches swaying gently in the wind. "Do you see the tree?" Khenpo asked. Jalan looked at the tree, then nodded. "Yes, I see it. What about it?" "It has stood here for many years, through storms, through sunshine, through all seasons. It does not rush to grow, nor does it fret when the winds blow too fiercely. It simply stands, patiently." "What do you think happens to the tree when a storm comes? Does it cry out in anger, or does it bend with the wind?" Jalan thought for a moment, then replied, "The tree bends. It doesn't fight the storm. It lets the wind pass." Khenpo nodded. "Exactly. The tree knows that the storm will pass. It knows that fighting against it will only cause harm. Patience, Jalan, is the key to peace. Anger, like a storm, is fleeting, but when we resist it, we only allow it to grow stronger. It is in patience and acceptance that we find peace." Jalan frowned, still struggling to understand. "But what about when people wrong me? What if someone insults me or takes something from me? How can I stay patient in those moments?" Khenpo's eyes softened. "Ah, this is the heart of the matter, Jalan. The storm of anger comes when we feel wronged, yes. But the more we hold on to that anger, the more we suffer. Let me show you something." The monk rose from the bench and walked to a small pool of water near the garden's edge. "This water represents your mind. When you are angry, it is as if the water is stirred up, muddy, unclear, and disturbed. Now watch." Khenpo tossed a small stone into the pool, and the water rippled violently. Jalan watched as the ripples spread outward, distorting the once calm surface. After a few moments, Khenpo gently placed his hand on the water, and the ripples began to calm, the water slowly becoming clear again. "This is how anger works," Khenpo explained. "When you allow anger to rise, it stirs your mind, and it clouds your judgment. But if you remain patient and calm, like the tree in the storm, your mind will clear, and peace will return." Jalan watched in awe as the water became still once more. "So, you're saying that when I feel angry, I should do nothing? Just wait until the anger passes?" Khenpo smiled. "Patience does not mean doing nothing, Jalan. It means allowing yourself to observe the storm without being swept away by it. It means taking a step back and breathing deeply, just as the tree sways but does not break. It's not about suppressing your feelings, but about not letting them control you. When you allow your emotions to settle, you can respond with wisdom rather than with reaction." Jalan's eyes began to brighten. "I think I understand now. So, when I feel anger rise, I don't have to act on it right away. I can pause, breathe, and let the anger pass like the storm, instead of fighting it and causing more harm." "Exactly," said Khenpo. "And with practice, Jalan, you will find that patience becomes a natural part of who you are. The more you allow yourself to be still and watch your emotions pass, the more peace you will find in your life." For the next few weeks, Jalan practiced the teachings of the patient monk. Whenever anger arose in him, he paused and remembered the tree, swaying but unbroken. He reminded himself to breathe deeply and to wait for the storm of emotion to pass before responding. It was not always easy, and there were times when his frustration flared, but slowly, Jalan began to notice a shift. The more he practiced patience, the more his anger began to subside on its own. The storms within him became less frequent, and when they did arise, they were easier to weather. One day, after several months of practicing patience, Jalan was walking through the village when a merchant shouted at him over a small misunderstanding. The merchant's words were harsh, and Jalan could feel the familiar stir of anger rising within him. But this time, he remembered Khenpo's teachings. Instead of reacting immediately, Jalan took a deep breath and remembered the tree, bending gently in the wind. To the merchant's surprise, Jalan remained calm and simply said, "I understand your frustration. Let us discuss this calmly, without anger." The merchant, taken aback by Jalen's peaceful response, paused, and the conversation soon shifted to a calm and respectful exchange. That day, Jalen realized how far he had come. He no longer allowed his anger to control him. Through patience and understanding, he had learned to find peace in the midst of conflict, just as the tree finds peace in the storm. Moral of the story: patience is a powerful tool for finding peace. When we respond to anger with patience, we allow our emotions to pass like a storm, and we create space for wisdom and calm to guide our actions. Just as a tree bends but does not break in a storm, we too can endure life's challenges with grace, understanding that anger is fleeting, and peace is within our control. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to give it a like, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe to the channel for more valuable content like this. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.